Hi there, I'm Gretchen from Balance to the Core, and today we're going to do a live Pilates class together. So we're going to work out together, which is super fun. So this is a class to help relieve back tension. So do you hold a lot of tension in your back, in your neck, and your shoulders? Do you sit often at a computer? Are you in front of technology a lot, like a smartphone, a tablet, computer? I call this tech neck, where you're sort of like flexed over. And so often we're flexed over and focusing on something else. We could actually be there for hours, and then we come out of it and we're like, oh my gosh, so much tension in our back. And this is creating a lot of poor postural habits, and it sort of trickles into your everyday, and it also leads to a lot of other stress and tension. So we want to relieve that tension. And through a consistent Pilates practice, you can do just that. So you're going to kind of help train better postural habits, and you'll work in alignment, which will help create which will help release stress, as well as create more flexibility and mobility in the spine. So Joseph Pilates created Pilates in order to create more flexibility in the spine, because he said you're only as young as your spine is. So if you can be more flexible in the spine and have more movement there, you are going to feel loads better. And that is my goal for you, is to have you feeling better, have you feeling younger and more flexible. And if we can do that in your spine, we can do it. So when you're flexed over, you are flexed in a position where your thoracic spine has probably weakened, it's lengthened, and we need to create more mobility there in all directions. So that's what I'm going to focus on today, is just creating more mobility there. And then we're going to work neutral pelvis, so you can teach your body the correct postural habits by knowing what neutral is and where that feels in the body. So in Pilates, it's a practice more than a workout. So you're practicing sort of good habits in order to take into your everyday living. So I want your everyday living to feel much more fluid and graceful and efficient, and where it takes less energy to do the things that you're doing, so you have more energy to do the things you want to do. There you go. That's my mission. So why don't you just go ahead and get your mat? That's all you're going to need today. We're going to stay on the mat the entire time, and any level can do this. This is great for everyone from beginners to advanced. So plan on being here about 15 minutes, maybe 20. We'll see how the timing goes, and let's do this, okay? I want to have you feeling fantastic. So we're going to start seated upright. So go ahead and just sit upright, and I'm just going to move this just a tad bit down so you can see my full mat. Okay. So we're going to sit upright, right on top of your sitting bones. And I want you to sit as tall as you can. So what does that feel like for you? You might still be flexed back a little bit, but your goal is right on top of the sitting bones, nice and straight, as if you were leaning against a wall. So I want you to pull your shoulders down your spine and lift your ears away from your shoulders. What does that feel like for you? It might be a new sensation. It might be feeling like an overstretch. Just be mindful of what it feels like to just pull down, open the chest, lift out of the head. All right, so from here, you're going to hold your shins and you're going to roll your waistband back. So just kind of roll the waistband back on an inhale. Feel yourself open your ribs, and then exhale, just come right back on top of the sitting bones. Inhale back, working with your breath. Stretch it, open it, and exhale, come back up. One more time. Inhale, pull it back. And exhale it up. Reach your arms forward, and let's roll it all the way down. So from the waistband back, pulls you back, relax those shoulders all the way down. Find a neutral spine, so get your pelvis down, feet in line with your hip bones, and reach your arms up towards the ceiling. As you reach your fingertips upward, I want you to feel your shoulders pull down. What does that feel like? Pulling the shoulders down as the arms reach up. There's an opposition going on as well as stability. So now we're going to reach those arms behind us, but nothing is going to move in those shoulders. They're not going to shrug up. Then we've lost all stability. Pull the shoulders down, pull them into the mat as well. And then reach those arms up. So let's work with our breath. Inhale back. Feel the stability of your body. And then exhale it back up. So do a couple more of these. I want you to feel how the arm is really being controlled by your back muscles. So your back muscles are the foundation of those arms. It's a simple movement, but really super important because a lot of rotator cuff shoulder issues happen because we're not stable. So let's do one more here. Reach back on an inhale, pull your ribs down, pull your shoulders down, and then reach those arms down. Good. Let's pull the heels a little bit closer towards our seat and start to roll the pelvis towards us, like halfway up, and then roll it back down. So we're trying to get through that low back. I want you to use your abdominals to do that, not your feet. You'll get a little bit into the seat as well. We just inhale and exhale. Now I want you to roll it so we go a little further up, as far as you're comfortable going. Squeezing the seat up so the knees are the furthest point, then go the hips, then the ribs, and then the shoulders. Feel your shoulders pulling down and you reach your arms long. Tilt your pubic bone slightly up towards the ceiling and feel your knees pushing over your toes. And then we're going to roll it down all the way through the spine. Try to get through each bone. Inhale it up. So we're teaching our body how to move by bone and bone. So our core is in charge of the movement of the spine. Push your knees forward, and then we roll it down. Now this time I want you to focus on the heels a bit, okay? So we're going to roll it up on an inhale. On that second part, exhale. Now push your heels into the floor and try to sort of release your butt muscles a little bit. And see if you can get into the deeper butt muscles by not overly squeezing, but by pushing into the heels and activating inside those muscles. Hold there, tilt your pubic bone up. Feel your thighs reaching forward. Just breathe here. Take it an inch down and push into those heels as you press it back up. So I don't want you over squeezing the seat. I want you to work deep here. 3 more. 3, push the knees beyond the toes. 2 more. 2, keep your shoulders pulling down. 1, and now we're going to roll it down through the spine all the way down. Take one leg up to tabletop and then bring the other leg up to tabletop without shifting that pelvis. We're going to tap a toe down without letting our belly pooch and then pull it back up. So now we're training our body to stay neutral, stay stabilized as we move our limbs. Inhale, draw and anchor the belly in. Keep that back of the pelvis heavy on the mat. Inhale down. Exhale, pull up. Keep your shoulders pressing into the mat to keep your chest open. 1 more here. And then we're going to squeeze our thighs together. And then I just want you to bring your legs out slowly. And notice what that happens. I just want a few inches. Try not to let the belly pooch or the low back pull up. Really scoop it into the mat. And then pull the legs back in. Inhale, bring them away. Don't let the shoulders lift. Exhale, pull up. Now let the legs open slightly. Tap again for 4. And up for 3. And 2. And 1. Now squeeze those thighs together and slowly pull them away without letting that belly pooch. And then pull back in. Undo the legs a little. Tap it. 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Squeeze it together and let them go away. No tension in the body. Just really feel it stable. And then exhale as you pull it in. Undo the legs. Tap it left now. And right. Good. 1 more each side. Squeeze your thighs together and draw it away. Find a rhythm to this. And then slowly pull it in. Undo the legs. Left again. 4. You're working the deep core muscles. Those are your low ab muscles. Postural muscles. Squeeze everything together and bring it away. Good. And then pull it back in. And then lower one leg lower. Keep your legs bent and take your hands behind your head with your elbows slightly up. I want you to ground your pelvis and lift your chest. So you don't want that pelvis to tuck towards you. You want to really keep it down. Now, as we're here, we want to try to create mobility in the spine, right? So imagine your lowest ribs folding under, and see when you fold it under if you can create more of a bend at your spine right there. And then lower it down. So try that again. Lift, fold those ribs, reach energy out of the top of your head and lower down. So you're not trying to yank yourself up. You want to create length and flexion right at those lowest ribs. Can you feel that in your back muscles as well? And lower. So as I come up, I'm trying to lead my chin towards my belly button. I'm not pulling in, I'm not yanking in. That's all keeping nice and open. Try 2 more. And lift. So shoulders stay stabilized, pelvis stay stabilized. Flexing at those ribs. One more time, I want you to hold it up there. Hold right there. Now I want you to reach your arms forward and try to flex a little bit deeper and pump those arms. We're going to breathe in 5 counts and breathe out 5 counts. Keep flexing at those ribs as deep as you can. Keep drawing your chin closer towards your belly button. Keep pulling your shoulders down. So there's lots going on. And I don't want you to get all wobbly in your upper body as you do this. You're holding stable. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Keep flexing up. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. On your exhale, flex deeper. Draw your belly button deeper into your spine. And lower it on down. Stretch your legs long. Reach your arms up and behind you without popping anything. And then we're going to pull the chin towards the belly button. And we're going to flex her all the way up and stretch for your toes here. Keep your belly pulling back. You just don't want to release everything forward. Pull your belly back as you stretch forward. And then from here, we're just going to go halfway back. I want you to inhale it halfway back without lifting your heels, and then squeeze your thighs together. And on your exhale, draw your belly back. Pull your waistband back as you dive forward. So yes, you'll feel it in the hamstrings, but I'm trying to get you a little bit more into the spine here. Inhale forward. Exhale, dive. 3 more. It's 3. Good. Shoulders pull away from those ears. 2 more. 2. You can lift the arms a little higher. Get a little bit more challenge into that core. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. And then just roll it up through the spine as high as you can and take your legs out into a V with your arms out to the sides. Rotate over to one side, staying really tall, and then come to center and go over the other way. Your hips, your butt bones don't move. You just stay as tall as you can as you rotate. 1 more each side. Inhale. And then release it and release it down. Good. From here, we're going to turn it over to our stomach. Lie down on your stomach here. And then first of all I want you to do is rest your forehead on your hands and take your legs together. Squeeze your heels all the way through to your inner thighs. Squeeze it together and push your pubic bone into the mat. Feel what that does. You should feel your seat engage. You'd feel your inner thighs squeezing and everything in your legs is active. Draw your belly button up into your spine. Pull your shoulders down and reach energy out of the crown of your head. From here, I just want you to squeeze everything inward towards the center of your body. So you're going to squeeze the heels. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Push the pubic bone down. Draw the belly button up to the spine. Pull your shoulders down and inward. Reach out of the crown of your head and just hold back. Hold that engagement. Notice what's happening. Are you creating tension anywhere? Is your pubic bone lifting? Keep everything grounded and centered. And then release it. Undo the legs slightly. Take your hands behind your side or next to your side. We're going to reach out of the crown of your head. We're going to start to bring the forehead, the nose, the chin, the chest, and we're going to come up to wherever you're comfortable going. As long as you're not searing into your low back, you're creating stretch. Pubic bone stays down. And then we're going to lower down. I like to picture sort of like a little ant underneath my eyes, and then I'm going to follow that ant. It's going forward. My gaze follows it forward, and then it walks up the wall in front of me as I push my heart through my chest. And then lower it down. I follow the ant back and underneath my eyes. One more time. Shoulders pull down. Inhale it up. Keep the pubic bone down, the belly in, energy out of the crown of your head. And then exhale it down as you stretch it long. Good. Bring your legs together. And now in a nice low back stretch, you sit it back. Stretch it. Reaching your arms forward. Pull your shoulders down. Pull your tailbone towards your heels. Nice deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then just bring your body forward onto your hands and your knees. And let's do a couple cat stretches. So your knees are underneath your hips. Your hands are directly underneath your armpits. Your elbow creases are facing forward. So all I want you to do is just tuck the tail, scoop the belly, and pull your forehead towards your pubic bone. And then reverse it. Tailbone to sort of the back of your head as you open it up. Come to center one more time. We tuck, we scoop. So we're just creating more stretch in the spine, right? And then we open it. Shoulders pull down and come to center. Stay here. Keep your left hand where it is and take your right hand to your forehead with your elbow out to the side. I want you to push into the hand that's down. Stabilize that shoulder and then just open it into rotation as you inhale. Exhale, come to center. Push into that hand and that will start the movement. It initiates it. And then we open it up on an inhale. Exhale, center. One more time. Inhale, open. And exhale, center. Take that hand down. Rest the other hand on the forehead. Now really stabilize your abdominals. Pull them up to your spine. Pull your shoulders down. Reach out of the crown of your head. Pushing into the arm that's down. So as you push, it sort of pulls your body into rotation on an inhale. And then exhale it down. 2 more. Make sure you're not gripping tension into your feet. Very common to do. And then 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale and release it and then just push it back again. Feeling that release in the spine. Good. Now from here, we're going to go into a little what we call mermaid position. One leg in, one leg out, and we're trying to keep our pelvis down. So if you feel like you're a little tight here, you can rest yourself on a pillow or a blanket or a towel or something. Reaching your arm up towards the ceiling. Don't let that shoulder shrug up. And then leading with the spine, you're going to stretch upward and over until you try to get your elbow down on the floor. Keep your shoulder down and try to pull your arm towards, or your bicep towards your ear. And just stretch as your opposite, this hip pulls down. Breathe into this. Inhale. Exhale. And then we come up right on top of the pelvis again. And let's go the other way. We're going to be tighter this way. Reach up, shoulders down, but spine is up. Take it over. You're not going to be able to go as far. So just be mindful. You don't want to push into this. It's not about flexing and releasing into it. Create that lift as you go over and stay right there and try to pull your bicep by your ear. Inhale, exhale. Now stay right here for a second, and I just want you to rotate your chest towards that leg. Feel that release. And then bring it back up to center and up. Good. Let's go the other way. So it's just a nice, gentle routine. You notice I'm just kind of pulling your spine in all directions. Keep your pelvis down, shoulders down, so you're nice and sort of square. Arm by ear. Shoulder down. Now really lift tall. And we're going to take our body over without lifting our hips. Try to pull your elbow towards the floor and stretch it. And then try to pull your bicep by your ear without letting your shoulder shrug up. And almost feel as if you're lifting your waistline towards the ceiling as you stretch out of your head. And then we come up. And then we go the other way. Stretch up. And then just take it over. And then what happens if you sort of pull your bicep a little closer to your ear? That may not work for you. Don't do it. Just do whatever feels good. Breathe into it. And then rotate your chest towards your thigh. Feel that release. And then bring it back to center. And come on up. Good. And just crisscross your leg here. And then just allow your body to stretch forward as you keep pulling your butt bones down. Take an inhale and an exhale. Pull it back up. Crisscross your legs the other way. So we're just getting a little hip stretch here. Hold a lot of tension in our hips, and our hips are attached to our back. So we want to stretch those hips. And then just breathe here. Inhale, exhale. And come up. Good. And then just flex your spine back like we did in the beginning. Just sort of let your waistband pull back. You come on up and then just open your chest forward, pulling your belly in and come to center. Do that again. Just flex it back. And then just come back up, stretching it open. Good, and come to center. So I see we've been on for about 20 minutes, and that's what I said I would do, so I don't want to take more of your time. Your time is precious. So let's just end with a little breath, because I think it's important to center ourselves and just make ourselves more present with our breath in our bodies and know that we're in control of everything. We're in control of our stress and tension. So if we can just mindfully breathe into those areas, and just take our bodies here. So close your eyes and take one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And then just breathing inward and outward. And then just focusing on what that feels like in your body as you breathe. And trying to feel the good postural habits. So you're nice and tall, your shoulders are down. Feel what that feels like. Feel how it opens you more. And you can probably feel the energy sort of swarming in. One more time, inhale. Exhale. And then just slowly open your eyes here. Release your hands. And we're all going to take a nice deep breath together inward. So reaching your arms up. Keep those shoulders down. Take the palms together and then pull those thumbs right to heart center. Really good job today. It was so nice to be with you. I'm going to try to be with you every Friday, change it up a bit, but hopefully your spine feels really good. Come back to this as many times as you want. You can do this every day if you want. It's nice and gentle, but it's really just focusing on the spine and trying to keep you open and feeling good after being flexed forward for so much of our days. So if you like this workout and you want to see more, I do have an online members club, which I would love to have you part of. Your first 2 weeks are free. So I have a 2-week trial period going on right now. So just hit that link in the description and it will lead you to more information. Thank you so much for being here. I really loved being with you, every part of it. So take care. And I'm here every Wednesday with a tutorial, and I'll be here Fridays for a workout. Okay? Thanks.